Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial series on how to create your own custom and free pop-up opt-in for your website or for one of your customers' websites. If you're watching this, you're probably well aware of what a pop-up opt-in is, but if not, briefly, these are boxes that pop up and block your view when you visit web pages, usually packed with some kind of an offer. The goal for the website owner is to engage you as a visitor in a way that they can re-engage you in the future. Usually this is by joining an email list. My name is Eric from CoderLifeline.com, where we save coders tons of their valuable time and frustration dealing with painful coding issues. Together with the co-founder of CoderLifeline.com and also my twin brother and technical mentor, Denny, we are going to show you how to build a custom pop-up opt-in. So let's jump right into it. Let's start by briefly going over our agenda for this series. We have 4 short videos that will cover the following. In this first lesson, besides an overview of all the lessons in the series, I'll also talk a little bit about the importance of clarifying exactly what you or your client is looking to do, meaning really understanding the vision and expectations for the pop-up look and the behavior that you're wanting. In our second lesson, Denny will take us under the hood to look at the existing pop-up subscription form already installed on our client's site. In this case, we know the customer is using a MailChimp subscriber pop-up currently. We'll take a look at some of the MailChimp configuration and then use the developer tools to get a clear picture of what MailChimp is doing technically. This helps us in 2 important ways. First, we'll understand what we need to remove to get rid of this version of a pop-up. And second, we'll get a clear picture of exactly the kind of technical components that are necessary to replicate in our own custom solution. In the third lesson, we're going to lay out the vision for our own pop-up opt-in. We'll talk a bit about the visual design that we can now customize, as well as some of the other features we'll be able to customize, like which pages to select to include our pop-up, how long it takes until the modal box pops up, and how long it will take until the pop-up returns for any given user. In the fourth and final lesson, we'll implement the new pop-up opt-in. We'll show you the code that's needed as well as how we can see it working through the developer tools. If any of this sounds confusing, don't worry. We will walk you through it step by step in detail. So, as a bit of background, this tutorial series came about from one of our clients who's looking to replace their existing standard subscriber pop-up provided by MailChimp to a custom pop-up. So let's take a look at what we're working on. Importantly, we are looking at and working on a staging version of the website. It's considered a best practice to work on a copied version of the website that is live and in what we call a production environment so that we don't screw anything up. So here we can work on an exact copy in the staging area, get everything the way we want it, and then transfer the necessary changes to the production or live site once we're ready. Let's take a look at the current pop-up. So here's the current pop-up, and we notice a few things. First, we notice that we didn't see this show up on the home page. Secondly, we see that the offer is asking for a name and email opt-in in exchange for a free download. We also notice that this pop-up appeared after a few seconds on the page, meaning it didn't load immediately when we loaded a page. So the site owner wants to change this, and one of the first things we should be thinking about is why. So whether you are looking to do this kind of thing for your own website or a customer's, you want to really understand why so that you can clearly justify the investment of time and energy necessary to make the changes, as well as fully capture the value of what you're doing. So quite honestly, doing so can even help you charge more for your services when you're doing freelance work. We've got a few articles and videos about that, which you can find on our blog and YouTube channel if you want more information. So how do we do this? Briefly, you should always be thinking about doing this in terms of time, dollars, and or emotional benefits. In this case, Denny and I had a conversation with the website owner and asked questions that got to the heart of these issues. So first, we're implementing a technical solution that is automated, which is always great for saving time. Once we set it up, it will just do its thing to capture new users from the customer. So there's value in anything that we can do that saves customers time. Also, for our customer, the current pop-up is routing visitors to a free download document. Instead, the owner wants to route them to their primary offering, which is a membership account. And as you can imagine, there's more lifetime value for this kind of a sign up than a single PDF download exchange. So incidentally, we also know that when we build a custom solution, we won't need to purchase any WordPress plugins or pay for any kind of monthly services to create this kind of functionality. There's an obvious monetary value to that, which is saving money for the customer. And lastly, we recognize the emotional benefit that the site owner can control this pop-up in a custom way. So everything from the look and feel to the sales copy and the messaging. And of course, as you probably know, that's very powerful in business. So through our discussions with the client, we summarize our goals and objectives as the following. The first is we need to remove the existing MailChimp pop-up opt-in. And then the second is we're going to implement a custom pop-up opt-in that allows for things like a custom look and feel, custom product messaging, custom page placement, and custom timing, both in terms of the initial visit, how long is the delay on the page, as well as when those visitors come back months later, does it reappear at some point in time? So that's it for our introductory lesson in this series. In the next lesson in this series, lesson 2, Denny is going to walk us through taking a close look at what's going on technically with the existing MailChimp subscriber pop-up. There's a link to this lesson in the description below. Click on that to hit the next section. And if you're finding this helpful, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and talk to you in the next video.